Don't go away, the TheGamingTrouge will be right back after these messages. Are you tired of using the everyday mouthwash before you date? Well, may I introduce Pepsi Cola, the only Pepsi Cola that you're going to need in order to go on your date with its rich. Hey, I got 2 syllables, 5 letters, and 1 word to explain how excited I am. My Hero Academia. It's one of the best animes ever. It's one of the only good animes ever. And if you don't... Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, TheGamingTrouge here. As a professional YouTuber of 10 years, I have a lot of things I want to give back to this community. So I'm teaming up with the Energizer Bunny in a basketball tournament to save my son. Just please, I need to save my son! And now, we return to TheGamingTrouge. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, TheGamingTrouge here. Someone get me out of this virtual world! I don't even know what to do anymore. I woke up one day and I'm trapped inside this virtual world, and the only thing in my game library is Space Jam: A New Legacy, the video game. Why is this the only thing that exists? It's not even a good game! Bugs Bunny, one of the world's iconic characters in all of media. You put on a Bugs Bunny episode, you're gonna have a good time. He's the definition of cartoon. Growing up, I've always loved these types of cartoons, and it was definitely something in my childhood to sit back and watch whenever the day was just a little rough. And honestly, it always brings a smile to my face, especially this episode as you're seeing here. But when it comes to Looney Tunes video games, I actually don't know a lot about Looney Tunes based video games, especially when it comes to Bugs Bunny. It was the Acme Awesomal game that I only remember playing bits and pieces of, like the demo that was on the Xbox years ago. And over the years, I did see Looney Tunes Duck Amuck get brought up, and honestly, a pretty creative idea for a DS game. But we cut back to the fabled year of 2020 where
LeBron James.
Yes, superstar basketball LeBronathan
Gaming
teamed up with Warner Bros. To revive a film that no one saw coming, Space Jam: A New Legacy. The original Space Jam, featuring that one guy from Demon Slayer, was actually really good, and it's one of my favorite Looney Tunes movies ever made. It's just the ideas are so wacky, introduced one of my favorite characters into the fray, and as a kid, it just opened up my imagination, me actually thinking I could just travel to many different worlds. That sounds familiar. But even years before I watched that movie, there was another movie called Looney Tunes Back in Action that I still adore. Literally, this movie's on Netflix right now at the time it's recording. Please go watch this movie. It is fantastic. To see some of your favorite movie ideas get brought back a couple decades later, this is just feeling nostalgic, and I actually really did enjoy the movie. I know not a lot of people did, a lot of people didn't like the overuse of cameos, not a lot of people really enjoyed the plot all too well, but I honestly think that this version of Space Jam is actually a really good one. So this film got announced in 2020, the same year as Super Mario 3D All-Stars. That's a great sign. And with the plot basically being an isekai, what better to go to than Microsoft? They gave us this. Yes, LeBron James, Bugs Bunny, Warner Brothers, and Xbox all teamed up together to have the audience make a video game based off of Space Jam: A New Legacy. The movie is not even out yet, but they wanted to get some type of promotion out in 2020. So they asked everyone around the world, what kind of arcade game do they want? Oh, this could be anything. There was a PS1 Space Jam video game that was basically just the wackiness of Looney Tunes, but with the style of like NBA Jam. This could mean that we can make one of the greatest basketball games of all time. No! Why? Yep, the Space Jam video game was a beat 'em up. Now, I don't necessarily hate beat 'em ups, heck, they'll actually play fun, but that's not what you think when you hear the term Space Jam. You look at the PS1 game and it has a lot of character and personality. This game looks like it wants to be retro, and I just feel like because it was the easy way out. I don't know who asked for this, but I need names. Coming July 1st, play it with Game Pass, or wait till the 15th and actually get it because it's a free download. Like, this game basically felt like it had no heart, no soul put into it. But I'm an open-minded guy, and I wanted to give it a shot. Holy cow, what is this game? They put more thought into the controller skins than the actual game. The year was 2021, the year of the pineapple. War Machine, being a retired Avenger, decides that he wants to steal LeBron James and have a basketball tournament with... Wait, that's not the plot of the game? Wait, then what is the plot of the game? That's the plot of the movie. Well, the actual plot is that we have to find these little disc things, break them, and beat the boss and save the day at the end. A very video game story, and I honestly just wish that it was just the original plot of the movie. Now, there are other license-based games that likes to go above and beyond just having just this plot of the show or media that's adapting, but this just feels lazy, like they didn't have any soul into it. I'm probably say that a lot this video. Okay, let's get some good stuff out of the way before I really dunk on this game. I actually really do like the OST. It's like 7 songs, but those 7 songs are way well composed, and it does match the tone of the game. Character-wise, that is a character roster. It's only 3 characters: Bugs Bunny, LeBron James, and Lola Bunny. Why isn't Daffy on this list? That would have made sense to kind of round things up a little bit. Oh, silly me. They are here. You just have to use the card mechanic, which I'll get into later. They all look like they've been drawn with MS Paint by a 7th grader. And here's the gameplay. Diet Streets of Rage. Look, there's nothing wrong with making a beat 'em up, and Streets of Rage is far from the only beat 'em up. How about Scott Pilgrim? How about Castle Crashers? They are good beat 'em up games, but things that make those games good is that they're fun to play and fun to control. You can do different types of combos. This game right here, you're stuck with the 2 combos that the game gives you, and when you play as anyone besides Lola Bunny, they just use the repeated voice clips that are from the movies. They don't have any type of original dialogue for this, and sometimes it doesn't even make any sense. Like how Lola Bunny says she's preparing her entire life for this, which was made sense in the movie because that was the whole point of the Wonder Woman arc. But here, what has she been trying for? To beat robots? Oh boy, and the card mechanic is just so unnecessary. You could use a card to summon a teammate to basically help you out, but basically all the teammates are kind of useless other than one, the Tasmanian Devil. The Tasmanian Devil knocks out everything in the room, and bam, you're good to move on. Granny is sort of useful because she also gives you health, and you're going to need health because the difficulty spike goes up, and you can't really do much because your combos are just kind of trash, and just the game forces you to use a basketball for some combos, and it's just so unnecessary. This is the definition of unnecessary combos. Like, you could do most of your attacks without the basketball, but there will be some areas where you actually need the basketball to know how to play this. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that we're making a video game based off of a basketball-themed movie, and we're not actually playing basketball, but we're using basketballs to destroy bad guys? Wait, what in the world is this game? I got past Big Board, I fell asleep, woke back up the next day, and realized that my progress was gone. All the hard work I've put into, all the 2 hours I spent on this game, gone. This is the definition of an arcade game, and it's not even like you have a continue option, you just don't have any option. In what universe do we not have a game that has basic saving? Even though very original beat 'em up games have password systems that you can use to pick up where you last left off. Even the original Super Mario Bros. On the NES, if you hold down the A button and hit start, you can go back to where you was. What is the deal with this game? This game feels like it's unfinished. This game feels like it wanted to do more than what it actually was. And you guys blamed it on your audience rather than actually making a decent game. I'm finally free. I can now escape this other pain. And that was Space Jam: A New Legacy, the game. Space Jam: A New Legacy, the game was a disappointment. Not necessarily mean it's a bad game, but it's a game that didn't get the IP. This is a video game where LeBron James, legendary superstar basketball player, and Bugs Bunny, cartoon superstar since the 1940s, came together for a feature-length movie, and the video game adaptation of it is nothing more than a hollow beat-em-up. You could do worse. There is far worse video games out there on the market, but as a celebration of one of Warner Brothers' best movies, I honestly think that it could have done a lot more, but just did the bare minimum and say that you made it. Well, at least that's what this fire gift of Elmo tells me. Special thanks to Cat Chat for sponsoring me on Patreon. If you want your name at the end of the credits, link is in the description down below to my Patreon.